Hi everyone, it's Rachel Smith with Remax up in Big Bear. Today I'm going to walk you through 913 Sequoia over in the Big Bear City neighborhood. Come check it out. Okay, so here we are at 913 Sequoia, looking down the neighborhood. This is going to turn into meadow right here. And then going this direction, a little bit past that stop sign, you're going to hit North Shore down there. These are kind of the North Shore boulders over here. And then we've got, this is going to take you kind of over by the airport, which you can go to Bear City Post Office that way, or you can come into town going either direction, Big Bear Boulevard or North Shore. So this one is listed with Coldwell banker Daniel Bittner, a good friend of mine. Right now it's a 3-bed, 1-bath listed for $330,000. It's got a 2-car garage to it, just perfect for a primary home. You can see it's just like every house should be done. They've taken care of a lot of the details before they've listed. Looks like they've done a whole new paint job. They've done some, kind of just some like landscaping, desert scaping, got some trees in here. Beautiful. Kind of a light gray with like a gray roof on top. A little bluish gray, I guess you could say. So parking, let's talk about that really quick. So obviously you've got parking that's going to take you all the way back here to the garage. And then you could probably park like 3 or 4 cars right here. You could also park right here. You can park right here on your approach. You just can't be hanging out like moi when the snow comes. So if your tires are over here, they could potentially tow you. And again, we are in Big Bear City, California, mountain town, right up above Redlands and San Bernardino, Riverside, a couple hours from LA, where things still exist in California for $300,000. So nice deck out here. It looks like they have painted all of it. Everything's just like in tip-top condition. I can tell that they do have upgraded windows on the outside. I mean, what a nice sunny porch. All the neighbors across the street, all clean cut, which is one thing you always got to check. Coming in, door is in almost like brand new shape. This thing was originally built in 1965. So you can tell it's definitely been renovated since then. But here we are. So this is a typical Sierra style house with an add-on. So when you walk into a Sierra style house, it's going to be basically like a rectangle home. And then you're going to have that little peak usually in the middle somewhere. And then when you walk in, it's going to be kitchen, living, dining room off to one side, bedrooms and bathrooms off to the other. They also have an addition of another bedroom on here, which we're going to see. So here we are, hardwood floors, laminate hardwood floors, kind of like a grayish brown in color, laid really nicely. Every other 2 are done. Sometimes every other 1. But look how nice, clean, open this is. Very light, bright, sunny. They do have the recessed lighting in here, which is sometimes hard to do in a ceiling like this, because this is basically just tongue and groove. And then it's going to go into the attic. So I guess it can be done. A lot of times if this stuff is on a ceiling on the first floor, you really can't do much because you've got it, the bedroom upstairs. And you can't really, because that is the floor. But there is no second story to this, so we don't have to talk about that today. Beautiful low-pi wood burning fire stove right here. Brick all around it. Brick up behind it. This is basically the same one that I have with the same dorky thing on the front. But it really will heat the house. Incredible. I do want to point out too, like if you look out these windows, like look at that beautiful mountain view, and you're only 5 minutes to like the ski slopes, 5-6 minutes to the village, 3 minutes to the grocery stores, 3 minutes to the lake, like really so close with something like this. This is just fabulous. So 2 different types of flooring in here. We're going to go from one over to the large kind of 18-inch tile, like a marble look in the kitchen. I do want to point out this lip right here. You could get 3 bar stools right here, eat here, and you got like a little beadboard back here that's pretty clean. Kitchen, nice, bright, white, clean, and then updated light fixtures that kind of create like a mood there. Cabinetry hasn't even been installed yet, but it is brand new. You can see, probably get some bumpers up there because I just slammed that. Appliances don't even look like they've been used. This is great. This is a steal. This is like getting a new RV. Little Lazy Susan in there. What if they call them Lazy Rachels? That would be terrible. I just feel so bad for that name. I don't know what that is, but that's really pretty. Anybody know? Yeah, that's, you know, just everything. Got a beautiful big aluminum basin right here, just a single one. They do have the dishwasher or garbage disposal right here. And then matching appliances. Let's test this bad boy. You can get it all the way open. Fridge. Doesn't even look like it's been used either. What a beautiful fridge. How fun. All right, so this is gonna go out back. That's gonna wait. We're gonna go this way first. But just pointing out these beautiful headers in here. It's got a lot of white in here, but it also has a lot of mountain touches in it as well. So coming in, we have bedroom number 1, closet, bedroom number 2 and 3, and then the bathroom. So let's go 1, bathroom, 2, 3. So coming into bedroom number 1, this one's got like its own little wall heater right here. Wonder if this has air conditioning. No, it just says heater. So no air conditioning in here, which is quite common in the mountains. So it is a rare find. I just put mine in and it was $4,200 just for one massively large bedroom. Just one space where we can all go to get cold if we need to. But really that's only gonna be necessary in like July or August. There's a couple days a year where you're like, oh my gosh, I might melt. So this one's like a super industrial barn door. It kind of makes like homemade, but it's in really cool, like it's kind of like a plywood built up. Doesn't really quite move, which is good. It's inside the track. Covers up the closet right here. A much more beautiful presentation of a closet than you see in most Sierra style homes. Good size ceilings too, probably 8-9 feet, I would say. Closet off to the left, no doors, there are no cabinet doors on it. Kind of nice how it is, as long as you keep everything clean inside. Then here we're going into the bathroom, got a little pocket door. And super clean, kind of got like a grayish white almond kind of textured tile. Toilet, a little, oh that's cute, I didn't expect that. Cute. Quartz, one of the defogger mirrors with the lights and the backlights. Shower door, got the shampoo box. So in here we have kind of like a gray subway tile, and then this one is slightly different color, like a brown in there. And then, oh, that's what it is. So brown on one side, white on the other. Really good contrast. I like it. Kind of like a nickel design. My mom has one of these. And I'm always so confused on how to use it. There's so many moving parts to it, like literally. But the good thing is you can open both of these doors and then just kind of stick your hand in and turn your shower on. Plastic tub drain down here. So obviously no bathtub, just looking up right here, we've got access to the attic, and then we're gonna go into bedroom number 2. So this one's bedroom number 2, kind of cozier, a little bit darker, moodier lighting. Bed you're probably gonna have on this wall. Could definitely get a king size bed in here, but it probably will take up the majority of it because walking along this direction might be kind of tight. Another one of these heaters. So it looks like, have taken all the heaters out of the house and then just use these and the wood burning stove as the heat sources. This interesting piece right here that they thought was gonna go right here, but it ended up being there, is the stop and waste. So that's gonna be where you turn your water on and off. It's also a good toe stubber. So I'd probably get something to just like cover that up that is a little bit less dangerous. Same thing with the closet, same thing with the door. They're heavy too. Then we're gonna go into bedroom number 3. We've got a pocket door, kind of closing that off. So to me, I would probably use this second as not a third bedroom, but like an office, maybe a closet, something like that. I mean, you could, if you had small kids, use this as another bedroom, but technically you're not supposed to have a bedroom walk through another bedroom. But could easily host some bunks in here. If it's right for your family, it's fine, you know. I would do it myself. So coming out back, you can tell they've recently painted this fence. This fence is pretty much the same color of the house. We've got the gas meter back here, decking all around. I'm just gonna kind of poke our head this way just so you see what that looks like. You could easily get a gate back up here if you had dogs or anything, dogs, kids that you want to keep out. And then we've got a little tiny step down right here. It is mostly blocked off from critters being able to go under there and live. Just kind of showing you the deck. The roof is in great shape, definitely got life left in it. This right here is going to be the tankless water heater. It is outside. And then we've got the 2-car garage. So see, this is what I was saying, that they have everything kind of like desert scape, but they do have it paved all the way up until this point. Back here, they have left a little bit of dirt. Let's go back and check that out. And they have this weed barrier right here too, which is good. So another little area that you could maybe have like a garden back here, a little hot tub area, anything that you want to do. Then let's go into the garage. Give it a good kick. And we're in. So right now, all the materials that the owners used to remodel the house, concrete floors, drywalled off in here. We do have electrical in here. Got an automatic door open closer. We also do not have, it looks like we don't have insulation up there, but not the end of the world. But you could definitely make this like a little workshop area. They got extra flooring for the house, extra tile for the house, extra paint for the house, and extra cabinetry for the house. I wonder, I mean, maybe they were going to put these out here in the garage. So that is it for our tour. I think 330 is priced really well. It's just under a 6,000 square foot lot. You have ski slope views from right here. Right there. Great location, close to town. Let me know when you want to take a look. Bye.